Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated with the artists who make them. Also, while most episodes are safe for all listeners, please do check the individual episode descriptions for any content warnings.
The music for this series is by Behold. You can find them on Bandcamp, YouTube, and more.
Previously on Roleplay Retcon does Pacific Rim Uprising. Young Jaeger pilot cadets Amara Namani, Bon Joyega, and Alex Blasius trained together in their mechs, even though their first and possibly last official assignment was as honor guard at a pivotal Pan-Pacific Defense Council summit in Sydney, where it would be decided if the Jaeger pilot program would continue or if the future was in the hands of the Shao Corporation and its drone mechs. The three pilots' only job was to stand at attention in their mechs, a task they barely accomplished. But the day took a turn for the bizarre when an unidentified Jaeger emerged from the sea, heading towards Sydney and the summit.
Multiple sirens begin to blare in all of your systems as dispatch comes over and confirms that there is some strange signal. Suddenly an anomalous signal has been detected. We see the hordes of people here begin to scatter and scream as it raises a massive foot and begins to step up onto the beach towards you all. Compartments in both of its shoulders flip open and a series of missiles are going to fire out towards you all.
Oh, great.
As explosions ring out across several of the buildings that kind of clip the missile's path early before they can collide with any of you, you additionally all notice in the distance, coming towards you actively, is one of the hangar-based helicopter carriers that you're all familiar with. It's the same kind of helicopter carrier that brought you onto the Shatter Dome in our first kind of initiation here on base, and you know that it is carrying your current Jaeger program representative, Mako Mori, in it as these missiles begin to fly. Let's go ahead and get our combat map rolling here.
Combat!
Well, we should describe what we're looking at here. Cincy, you're real good at that. Will you describe what we're looking at here?
All right, listeners, what we're looking at here is a top-down view of a city block. There's a bunch of big buildings and roads, just as you would expect a city block to be. There's also it's really cool. I want you to know this. There's exit signs.
Yeah.
Little green exit signs with little people running out of a door at the bottom right corners of the map, down the streets. There's some giant trucks and cars, not giant trucks, like just big trucks and cars and stuff. And in the upper left-hand corner, there's that big Jaeger that Hen already described beautifully, and then there's the three of us on the big street, like facing this big Jaeger.
I sized our character icons to the wrong kind of hex grid, so you're all slightly rotated incorrectly.
Yeah, we have the point at the top and the bottom, and it's supposed to be on the left and the right. I didn't notice that immediately.
You're just a bit obtuse. No, it's perfectly fine. It means you won't snap to the grid.
A hex peg and a hex hole, am I right?
So true. As we have started combat, you all are pilots. You get to decide amongst yourselves who would like to go first, and I will remind you that turns will alternate between you and enemy units.
I'm going to seize initiative here, and I'm going to go first.
Oh.
I'm going to first issue an order as a free action. Amara, keep the helicopter safe.
Sir, yes, sir.
And then I am going to charge with my tactical melee weapon first, and I'll get +1 accuracy for this. This is the first time I'm attacking with it. It's my big sword. 19 + 1 is 20, 22.
That's a crit. Okay, incredible work. Yeah, this thing's evasion, that is well above this thing's evasion. Yeah, you just straight away begin to send jabs towards this thing, and with this sort of underhanded swing, it isn't able to block in time, and you're able to just jam this carbon fiber sort of steel-plated knife up into this thing's chassis as it begins to kind of push back against you. Go ahead and roll damage. You crit, so you'll roll damage twice and take the higher result.
I rolled terrible on both. So that's 2 + 2, 4.
You've got a second weapon attack as part of your barrage.
Yep, I will do my segment knife. The segment knife does not hit. That's only a 9.
9 misses. That is correct. Yeah, it's wizened up to your first attack this time around as you come around with the other fist, and it just catches your arm and twists it.
And then I'm going to fire my other segment knife as part of the mount on there. And that's a 10.
That's a 10. A 10 misses. As it takes your arm and twists it, it is able to deflect the additional attack here as well.
Oh.
We will move to this unknown Jaeger's turn.
Wait, so it doesn't even have like we can't ID it?
No, it is. You all radio towards it, and you guys can already hear dispatch behind you shouting, kind of hijacking your own comm systems to shout at this thing. They're broadcasting a message that just says, "Unidentified Jaeger unit, step out of your con pod immediately and surrender." And there is no response. You try to radio towards Mako as well, and you can hear already dispatch shouting in the background that they can't reach Mako currently, and that this thing is putting off an aura that seems to jam signals of some variety. It is going to attempt to fire more missiles at y'all, as well as the helicopter here while it can see it, but it's got Alex here, so it will do so slightly impaired.
Take that, nerd.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I got a 3 and a 2. Nice.
Nice.
Easy, yeah. It goes to fire one of these missiles at you here, Alex, and you just put your hand over the portion that the missile is ejecting from, and it just blows up in the casing there.
Nice.
Kind of fire engulfs its shoulder. You manage to hurt it in such a way when it does that the second missile fires out of its shoulder and fires wide into the building next to the helicopter, which begins to kind of swerve away. It's going to move away from you, so if you would like to attack it with a reaction, you may.
As it slides past me, I swing at it with my sword, and that is only a 9. So I
misses again.
I swing wide and hit a building instead.
Yeah, you tear a chunk out of just like several floors of this building. You just cut like a clean sweep across the side of the building.
Just like me at the singles bar, halting my advances.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the halting my advances. We move from its turn to Mako's turn, actually. As Mako is going to she's not piloting the helicopter, but the pilot of the helicopter can see this thing running towards it, this massive, heavily armor-plated, significantly larger than you all, mech, and kind of begins to, the whole helicopter careens to one side as it begins to swerve away from this thing, and it swats out at the helicopter as it does so. I rolled a 5! That is another miss as the helicopter careens to the side and begins to pull away from you all. It'll broadcast to you all, "This is helicopter unit Alpha Delta Bravo Bravo moving towards evac."
I think I'm up because the leader told me to protect her, so I'm gonna try. So I'm like right beside him, right?
Yes, you are in a space adjacent to his.
Can I like...
Yes, you did it really well.
Yeah, you're just standing there in your giant robot going, "Arr!"
No, that wasn't
It's so good.
Don't be mean to me. So I'm going to move 1, 2, just two little squares, just where I'm like in between him and Mako. And I am going to steady my aim.
Sure. You're gonna stabilize, or you're gonna use the talent feature to steady your aim?
Yes, my talent feature. It says that I'm immobilized until my next turn if I do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
So that is a protocol. We'll allow it for the time being. Protocols technically need to be activated at the start of your turn before you do anything else.
Oh, before I move. Sorry.
No worries. We'll not worry about it this time around.
So I'm going to steady my aim, and then I'm going to use my hand cannon.
Are you going to attack with all your weapons, or are you wanting to do one attack here and then one something else? Because you could attack, you could skirmish as a quick action and then take another quick action, or you could barrage to like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, so I can use 2 guns as a quick action, right?
If you're going to fire 2 separate guns, I would just barrage, which is just one full action, but you'll fire 2 separate weapons.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. But this is also the first attack roll, so I also get another +1 from my opening argument.
Wow. You're stacking those bonuses already.
3 accuracy. Wow.
So I get 3 accuracy. 18. Yeah, I'm going to start off with my hand cannon. I'm going to shoot straight from the hip, hand cannon, and that's 3. And then I'm going to hit him with my thermal pistol, which is 2 points of energy damage. That's 14.
Quick as can be, already feeling that gunslinger roll, just release a quick round from this revolver, and immediately you have it holstered again and are reaching for this other thermal pistol. The first kind of kinetic bullet shatters a fragment of its armor, and then the second with this energy pistol just kind of cauterizes the whole thing with this blast of molten energy. It is its turn. It is angry at you. It is going to go ahead and make a couple attacks at you here. We watch as 2 flaming chainsaw swords just extend a segment at a time out of this thing's wrists and begin to just glow with energy as it swings one strike and then another at you here. I have a nat 1, which is really fun, and I'm going to put that die away now and never roll it again.
Oh.
And a 20, which will hit.
Bring the other die back.
It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. All right. I get to roll damage twice to get a higher result. That is. Oh, I rolled. They're both 6s actually. So the higher result is just 6. Now we're going. We're on fire. All right.
When you said it was angry, I want to know, like, was that you just trying to be descriptive, or like, do I get an impression that its pilot is angry? Like, is actually having an emotional reaction?
Why don't you give me a notice check here?
I have a read a situation.
Sure.
10 plus 2, 12.
+1, 13.
13, that's right.
You watch this barrage of attacks. I mean, you guys have this thing outnumbered 3-1, even though its size is imposing. You would assume that the pilot of this thing would be getting flustered, right? Or at the very least, need to shift into really time to kick ass mode, right? It has no reaction. And you notice for the first time that its physical standings is actually like perfectly still and calm. It doesn't fidget. Even you all kind of have like a sort of breathing to your mechs that is a byproduct of having pilots inside that are taking the time to actually stand where they are. This thing doesn't even move while it is standing. It is perfectly still. Its arms are exactly where they are meant to be.
Hey, buds? I'm not sure this thing has a pilot. I think we might be looking at a drone situation or something. I don't, a normal person I think would get pretty heated up at this point, or even a good trained one. I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of humanity here.
Well, if there's no human pilot, then we can take off the training wheels.
All right, that is your turn, bud.
I am going to lock on and fire my Shatterhead colony missiles. Oh, hey. So CompCon is letting me select ammunition from Walking Armory for my launcher. Yeah. Okay.
It will let you use it through that, and for your ammo case feature, because it does have limited uses, right?
Yes. All right, I'm going to use the Thumper ammunition, which causes knockback and explosive damage.
Actually need you to make a tech attack first for the quick tech to lock on. So it's like a normal attack, but you'll use your E attack stat instead of your attack stat. I think they're both currently just a flat roll for you.
Yeah, tech is a 0. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's not free.
17! That's like the third 17 I've rolled in this
We're on
session.
fire tonight, yeah.
That's my new favorite number one.
You hone your systems in and you watch that kind of targeting reticle appear around this thing, and even through that sort of weird jamming it is putting off, your mech manages to outline this thing's form.
It's because I'm cool, baby.
Because you're cool, baby. Yes. So go ahead and make your roll. You can consume lock on when you do that. You'll get +1 accuracy.
I will do that thing. Ka-chomp! That's the sound it makes. It's 14 plus 4, 18.
Absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll do the thumper ammo as well.
Well, I'm also going now that I've successfully hit and consumed lock on. So this Stormbringer knocks this prone,
Yes.
and I'm doing the lightning version of my launcher, which is they have to succeed on a hull save or be knocked away from you by 3 spaces. I also get knocked away 3 spaces though.
And then it will additionally be knocked back 1 space from thumper ammunition. It'll be 1d3 plus 1 for damage.
4. That's about as good as it gets. Kaboom! That's the sound it makes. It flies to the air, and like Amara, maybe you're even like, what the hell? I'm right here. But no, it flies around you and over you, and it thunders into this down on this Jaeger. It's like
There is a massive explosion as just a column of smoke rockets up from this thing's center of this thing's chest. As it is knocked back and away, it just goes crashing into one of these massive buildings that are here as the chunks of the building just come down around it.
And now it needs to make a hull save to see if it gets knocked back 3 more spaces.
I rolled a 6, and it has a +3, which is a 9, which will not succeed. We're on fire.
Boy, hey, were there people in that building? Were there people? Or are we doing this?
Probably.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, hopefully. They've probably been evacuated by this point in a conflict. We've had Jaeger technology for a number of years. People are absolutely hopping in shelters. In the films, there are these massive steel pods that pop up from the street every so often, and people file into them, and they chunk back down, and they keep people safe underground. That's probably where people are at.
But I did break several irreplaceable personal effects, unfortunately.
It is its turn here.
Shit.
It's prone.
Doesn't the helicopter get to go again?
The helicopter goes after its turn.
It's had 3 turns.
Oh, I totally missed a Mako Mori turn. You're absolutely correct, actually. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
She has a speed of 6. There we go. It is its turn. It is prone, but it is going to go ahead and use its movement here to stand up. And more of those compartments along its form. The one on its shoulder was significantly damaged by your grabbing of this missile, Alex, but more in its kind of chest cavity open up as a missile is going to fire forward at each of you, including the helicopter. It misses on Ben. The other 3 missiles are going to connect.
Oh no.
Great. I wanted to shoot back. Wow, I got a 19 plus 1 is 20.
Absolutely. That's a critical hit, too.
Yoo-hoo.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage twice. Take the higher result.
Just a wild question.
Yes.
Can Jency shoot the missile that's headed toward
Can
the
I?
helicopter?
Not rules as written.
But can I?
Would you like to use your reaction here when you take damage to try to shoot the missile towards the helicopter instead?
Yes.
It's going to be pretty difficult. This is a moving missile. We'll say it has an evasion of 15.
Good thing they already rolled a 20.
Yeah, I rolled 20.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's fair. Yeah, we'll use your 20 here. Sure.
Can I?
Yeah, why not?
Yay!
It makes for a compelling
you're
story.
the nicest. You're the best robot master.
I will always choose cool scene over rules as written.
Wow.
Jenzy, go ahead and roll damage for me.
Oh my gosh. Did you know that my hand cannon always does damage even if it misses?
Yes, it's reliable.
That makes my eyes become wide.
And it's a 5.
This missile collides into you as these things fire out. Roll damage for you 2 in a second here. And as you watch an explosion sound against the massive metal frame of Obsidian Gamble, as well as the flames that begin to engulf you, you find the wherewithal to draw and fire at this other missile rapidly approaching the helicopter as a ball of fire ignites around the helicopter, and then you watch as the smoke parts, and super dramatically from the smoke, the helicopter careens out of the way, seemingly unscathed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, damage for both of you.
What do you mean seemingly? I don't
Damage.
like that word. I don't like that word seemingly.
Didn't take any damage. All right, that is another 3 points of damage to you, Jency, and I've got 4 points of explosive damage at you, Alex. And then it is going to use the last remaining little bit of its movement as it has pulled itself up off the ground and kind of rips its arms out of this building that it was shunted into, frankly, and it is going to run after the helicopter, but it has reduced movement because it's not prone. It's you, Alex.
I'm going to use the lunge ability to fly to make a melee attack with one of my auxiliary weapons. So we will do that with my segment knife, and that is a 1. But then I will use my other segment knife while that's on the same auxiliary mod. And that was better. That was a 12.
Double hit.
And that's 6, so 4 damage.
You continue to let these knives fly. You lunge in with that first one, and it's kind of wizened to your first barrage of attacks that you sent its way as it kind of deflects the knife with these flaming chainsaw swords that are coming out of its wrists. But you use that as a launching point to go ahead and attack with the other one and just jab into it once more as it kind of holds onto the wound that you've just inflicted with it. To it, rather.
And then I'm going to use my other quick action to ram it. That's a 13.
That hits, yeah. Are you knocking it prone or are you knocking it back?
I'm going to knock it prone.
Yeah, you just charge into this thing and kind of steel on steel collides. It is going to go ahead and it doesn't normally need to make a save here, but it does have an effect preventing it from being... Nope. Wow, I am on fire today. That is another 4. Yeah, you just collide with... Oh, I get an accuracy on that. It won't make the difference. I guess I could roll a 6. I did not roll a 6. Yeah, you just collide with this thing again and knock it to the ground. The 3 of you bevying it with attacks as it just slides along the pavement. That is back to it. You guys are good at knocking it prone.
Unfortunately, it moved. If it hadn't moved, I was going to knock it prone and then I was going to grapple it. But then it moved out of my range, so I had to do the attack to get up to it.
Well, it's going to go ahead and use its full action on its turn here to try to skirmish. It is going to fire at the 3 of you here, as well as against Mako. Another bevy of attacks. I can actually only hit 3 people with this ability, so I'm going to hit Jency, Alex, and the helicopter.
Hit me.
I have missed Jency. Alex, I have a 22 to hit you. And I have a exactly 20 to hit Mako Mori.
No!
We have another segment of missiles here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Mako sustains 4 damage. A missile flies out of this thing towards the helicopter as 2 missiles next to you two explode very in close proximity. And as the smoke kind of clears from this attack, you can see that this thing is already turning to begin to continue its advance towards the helicopter as the helicopter sustains 4 points of damage.
No.
No! God, the green bar went down so much.
Alex, I have 4 points of blast damage against you. Okay, and that is its turn, which means the helicopter gets to move.
Get out of here, helicopter.
Move, helicopter, move!
Get going.
Hey, it's Ben. Let's take a little break, huh? I got some things to tell you. Our guest GM for this series is Hen, also known as I Write Robots in all the good corners of the internet. Hen's a science fiction writer, namely Interface, an ongoing sci-fi novel about a college boy, a con artist, and a robot you can find on his website, iwriterobots.com, which I'll link in the episode notes. The first few chapters actually have audio versions, too. He's also pretty big into Magic the Gathering and D&D and makes video essays on YouTube, which is really the thing that got him the gig on Roleplay Retcon. They're pretty good. I'll link to all of this in the episode notes. The soundtrack for this series features Behold, which is spelled with a slash between B and hold. The track up top of this episode is called Uprising, and it's an original piece we commissioned for the series. The rest of the music is from his back catalog. Some of it was made for My First Dungeon, a very good actual play podcast. And some of it is from his latest album, Where They Landed, which is a concept album that combines like spooky sci-fi vibes with Appalachian folk music. You can find all his music on YouTube, Bandcamp, and a bunch of other places. Just Google Behold. Or you can find him on social media as Behold Your Fate. Roleplay Retcon is part of the One Shot Network, which has lots of great shows like the flagship One Shot podcast or System Mastery with Jeff and John, which is sort of like a 2-person book club where they read old, weird TTRPGs and make a lot of jokes. Or Skyjack's Courier's Call, an all-ages spinoff of Campaign Skyjacks. We've got a Patreon at patreon.com/roleplayretcon that has bonus Roleplay Retcon content. We have uncut recording sessions on our Patreon, and there's lots of funny stuff behind the scenes that mostly just gets cut for pacing's sake, because pacing is really important in an actual play podcast. But if you ain't got time for all that, we take the best of the best cut stuff and put it in a bloops reel, like this clip from the bloops reel for our remake of The Longest Yard.
What do I be knowing?
Oh, that we're going to kick the shit out of you.
What?
Yeah. The whole point of this football game, remember? It's to tune us up, to make us better at football or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
They're going to kick your shit in, dude.
My shit?
Your shit.
In my ass?
In your ass. We're going to put it so... Listen, we're going to kick your shit in so hard your eyes are going to turn brown.
I don't like that. I don't really
My
like
eyes
that.
are already brown.
Like squints at him and puts on some glasses and goes, all right, well, browner then.
Our shit brown eyes.
Yeah, you get it.
My shit brown-eyed girl.
What's wrong with you people?
What's that?
Hey heroes, it's James, and One Shot is going to be at Gen Con 2025. And we've got events that you can book tickets to. On Friday at 10 a.m., we have the Ultimate RPG World Building panel with myself, Jeff, and John. On Friday at 11 a.m., we have a live play of Cosmic Century Nights with, again, myself, Jeff, John, and a special guest. Friday at 1 p.m., we have System Mastery Live. That's going to be with Jeff and John, and hey, guess what? Me, a special guest. Then Friday at 8 p.m., we have our RPG game show Netflix and Kill, where we match you up with monsters from various monster manuals. And Friday at 9 p.m., we have a live performance of Oh Captain, My Captain, starring again myself, Jeff and John, and Dylan Appelian. Saturday at 3 p.m., we have the Skyjacks live show. That's going to have me, Nathan Blades, and very likely Tyler Davis, and probably Johnny O'Mara, but not Liz Anderson. Then Saturday at 8:30 p.m., we have the Ultimate RPG Dungeon Meister Pub Trivia Show, where Jeff, John, and I are going to be doing RPG trivia with tons of prizes from our publishing catalogs. All of that is bookable through the Gen Con website. I am so excited to see all of you in 2025.
All right, that's all I got. Back to the episode.
I'm not going to do the thing that I wanted to do.
Do it, Jency. Throw caution to the wind.
No, I don't want to hurt you.
I'll be fine. I'm in a big mech.
Well, the problem is that I want to do something that's a blast. A blast.
I hope you have a blast.
I want to do something that's going to be so fun.
I hope you dance.
But the thing is that if Alex is in the blast radius, it's not me. So if I hit it, Alex is going to get hit. I don't want to hit Alex.
What are you trying to do? Because I think there are separate effects. There are blast radiuses that happen one blast around you, and there are blast radiuses that happen one blast around it. And if it's around you, you could move first so as to not hit Alex.
Throw a thermal grenade within range 5. All characters within a blast 1 area must succeed on an agility save or take 1d6 energy.
So you throw an item, and that item has the blast radius. So you could throw it behind him and have it blow up behind him in a way that only hits him.
I want to do that.
There we go. All right, I've got an agility save coming for you. I succeed. I rolled a 10 and I have a +3.
And it's a 6, so you take 3 damage.
We have reduced this thing 1 structure.
Yeah, we did it, guys.
We did. And then that was 1 quick action, so I would like to take another quick action to shoot it with my hand cannon.
Okay.
And I do get +1 accuracy because it's the first time I shoot with an auxiliary weapon.
Yep.
Is 16.
16 hits, yeah, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna give him 1d6 of damage. And it's 5.
It suffers system trauma as you guys cleave into it. Yeah, Jensen, you unleash a one of these grenades, and as the detonation from this pillar of fire that triggers as part of this thermal grenade goes off, it has to like pull its arm out of the way of this massive thermal charge that goes off, and you can see that one of those chain swords that is on its wrist has begun to like melt and dilapidate, and it just kind of like tears it off and throws it to the ground. That brings us back to its turn. And I think with a structure sufficiently removed from this thing, it is going to begin to pull away slightly. We watch it kind of swivels. You guys can see it's clearly using some sort of sensors here as a sort of sonar pulse goes out from it. And it's clearly surveying, looking for this helicopter before it's going to resolve that it is getting a little in over its head. It's going to use its action here to make an attack against both of you. I have a 17 to hit and a 14 to hit. Should hit both of you.
Should hit both of us.
I think it should.
Are you guys doing okay over there? You're sure up in its balls.
Of energy damage towards you, Jency, and 4
With
points.
what?
It is that chainsword.
I'm down to 0. Oh, I just lost a structure.
So you'll be reduced 1 structure, and you'll roll on the structure table.
System trauma.
System trauma. Okay, so roll an additional d6.
4.
Okay, so on a 4 through 6, a system of yours is destroyed. So take a look at your systems. You get to choose which of them to destroy, but for the current fight, it is destroyed and you cannot benefit from it.
I think I'm going to then lose my personalization, which gives me the 2 HP, and that's my really cool hat. So my really cool hat falls off.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
And then, it having done its damage, it's going to try to start getting out of Dodge somewhat. Though we're in Sydney. It's going to get out of Sydney somewhat. 2, 3, 4, 5. All
You're
right.
so funny, Hin.
Alex, it is moving away from you if you want to use your reaction to make an attack.
Well, reaction was gonna hit him.
Nope, I didn't.
We move on. That was its turn. Helicopter time.
Helicopter.
Woohoo! Go helicopter, go!
It's getting close. If I want to kill this character, I have to round the corner and land an attack next turn. Which brings us back around to you, Ben.
Yeah, so you guys say we need to hit it prone, huh? I'll try my Shatterheads again. My Chatterhead colony missißles.
Shatter.
I'll go ahead and try to use a quick action to get that target lock on it.
Go ahead and make a tech attack. Mhm.
Tech attack. Okay. That's just a flat 10. I think. So does that
Flat 10 doesn't actually hit. It's got pretty sufficient E-defense.
Okay.
Damn it.
So for my other one, I'm going to do something with my heavy machine gun, which is not a super heavy weapon, so I should still be able to do a skirmish action with it. Yeah. I'm going to use my covering fire. Basically, I choose a character within line of sight and range of one of your heavy range weapons, which it should be. Hopefully, Ironclad Gunsmoke is not in the way of this. I don't know how that works.
It's an ally. You're fine.
They are impaired until the start of your next turn. For the duration, if your target moves more than 1 space, they clear impaired, but then I can attack them as a reaction. If they move from where they are, I can shoot them.
We'll see if this slows him down a little bit, eh?
It's going to move, so if you want to make that attack, go for it.
I actually wish I hadn't done that, because the covering fire attack is not that great. It's like half damage. 15? Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
It's just 5 damage.
It looks at you as you've laid down this fire across its form, and sure enough, like you are beginning to suspect, it just turns and moves. No hesitation, no worry. Even as the blast of your heavy rifle here shoots into it, it just kind of like takes the hit to the back of its shoulder and keeps running. It's also moving away from you, Jency, if you would like to make an attack.
Then I'm gonna shoot it. I think I didn't. I rolled it 11.
11? Just misses, unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, poop.
Okay, cool. Then it is going to fire off the last bevy it has of these missiles. I've got one coming at pretty much each of you. I can finally hit Ben. Let's see
You can
here.
try.
Okay, I've rolled above a 10 on each of the 3. Let's see, that's a...
Telling that you said Ben instead of Bond.
You're right. I'll shoot Bond. My apologies. In my defense, the 1-letter difference, no.
Bit of a Freudian slip there, huh?
I was going to shoot Ben. Jesus.
You said
Christ.
hit. You did say hit. You didn't say shoot. You said hit.
I'm gonna do a hit.
You're going to do a hit with your
I'm going to
fist.
do a hit on Ben is not better.
What's the range on these missiles?
Not-
What's the range on my fist?
The range on these missiles is 10 spaces. Yeah, they've got pretty good.
I'm sorry. I tried to prone him.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right, I have a critical hit against Ben and Jency. And then I have just a regular hit on the helicopter.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Do you want to shoot him or do you want to shoot the missile?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna shoot the missile. I can't shoot the missile. It's too far away.
We'll say
No, you can do
for cinematic effect, I'm going to shoot the missile. I'm going to roll damage
I
on you two
shoot-
first.
Can I shoot with my anti-material rifle? Because it.
The effect only allows you to shoot with your auxiliary pistol.
For cinematic effect, will you give me $20?
If you let me get a hit on you first.
Like, I might take that deal. That's a lot of money.
5 points of damage on Ben.
No, that's not that much.
And Jency, I have 6 points of blast damage.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yes, if you want to shoot the missile, it's going to be harder to hit. You're shooting for a 15 on the evasion.
Okay, a 15. Yes. Yes, I can do
You
it.
can do it, Jency.
I
You can
believe
do
in
it.
me.
I should have been issuing orders like, do a good job.
Even with your orders, I would not have done a good job. I rolled.
It would
an
give
8.
you
An 8.
an accuracy.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
up.
shoot.
That's up to a 6.
Yeah.
The missiles fly through the air here. Time seems to slow as you all watch these warheads come towards you. You can see in your Jaeger's weapon systems the holographic outline of this missile coming towards you, and you can't even focus on it as you all watch the missile headed towards the helicopter sail through the air. It collides head on with this helicopter, and we watch it erupt into flames, knocking this helicopter from the sky. Helicarrier Alpha Delta Bravo Bravo coming in. We've been hit.
Roleplay Retcon's remake of Pacific Rim Uprising is directed by I Write Robots, with Jency as Amara Namani, Alex Blasius as Alex Blasius, and Benjamin Gray as Bon Joyega. The soundtrack for this series features Behold. Our logo is by Jeanette Blasius.
Roleplay Retcon is produced by Two Fish in a Jug and is part of the One Shot Network.
5 kisses.
In the universe of Star Wall Odyssey, space is made out of the collective imaginations of all the thinking beings who live on various planets. These worlds are connected to each other through imagination. Common themes and ideas are strings between universes. And to get between them, people fly wooden ships that look like animals, which are powered by emotions. Also, people communicate with each other by contemplating orbs. The only way you can take pictures is getting stared at by a big psychic bug. And people have already declared victory in a war over the very concept of evil. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Star Wall Odyssey follows the adventures of the hapless inhabitants of the Lucky Finn tenement building. who suddenly find that their apartment is actually a spaceship, and that they're lost in a sea of boundless imagination. It's an actual play starring me, James D'Amato, Mel D'Amato, Ali Grauer, and Drew Merzieski, as we playtest the No Kings system, which will hopefully one day be the Skyjacks role-playing system. It toes the line between weird and wonderful slice of life and high-flying space fantasy. You can sample the first 5 episodes by searching for Star Wall Odyssey on your favorite podcast app, or get the whole thing by heading to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and signing up for $5 a month or more. Hey heroes, it's James, and One Shot is going to be at Gen Con 2025. And we've got events that you can book tickets to. On Friday at 10 a.m., we have the Ultimate RPG World Building panel with myself, Jeff, and John. On Friday at 11 a.m., we have a live play of Cosmic Century Nights with, again, myself, Jeff, John, and a special guest. Friday at 1 p.m., we have System Mastery Live. That's going to be with Jeff and John, and hey, guess what? Me, a special guest. Then Friday at 8 p.m., we have our RPG game show Netflix and Kill, where we match you up with monsters from various monster manuals. And Friday at 9 p.m., we have a live performance of Oh Captain, My Captain, starring again myself, Jeff and John, and Dylan Appelian. Saturday at 3 p.m., we have the Skyjacks live show. That's going to have me, Nathan Blades, and very likely Tyler Davis, and probably Johnny O'Mara, but not Liz Anderson. Then Saturday at 8:30 p.m., we have the Ultimate RPG Dungeon Meister Pub Trivia Show, where Jeff, John, and I are going to be doing RPG trivia with tons of prizes from our publishing catalogs. All of that is bookable through the Gen Con website. I am so excited to see all of you in 2025.